welcome to the Digital Weather Desk powered by Century Next Bank. I'm Jared Floyd. Happy Monday, first Monday of November, and a look at some of the low temperatures from this morning. Joining you a smidge earlier than midday simply because the Digital Weather Desk is A, a mess, and B, it's about to undergo construction. I'm about to add a piece of equipment to make things it's basically a monitor mount so I can see all these screens a little bit easier, and that involves me drilling a hole in my desk. Wish me luck. I'm not the handiest person in the world, but I did create this or build this microphone stand, or at least secure it, and it's good so far. It's held on for 2 months, so wish me luck. Anyway, so we're joining you a smidge early so I can deconstruct everything and make things a little bit easier. This morning's forecast made possible by ServPro. Monroe, West Monroe, faster to any size disaster. Call or click servpro.com for more. And if you're looking at these low temperatures and going, hey, we got colder than that in my area, you're probably right. Again, of course, temperatures fluctuate drastically, and you get outside of town into some of the rural locations, and some spots get much colder than where we get inside some of the town centers. Monroe did drop to about 38 this morning. El Dorado at 35.1, I believe, at the airport is the unofficial low. Monticello was only at 41. Camden, I saw it 35.8, but I don't know if they got any colder than that. Another look at some of the other low temperatures. These are provided by the Louisiana Mesonet, which is powered by the University of Louisiana Monroe. And some areas got close to the freezing mark. Winfield at 33.1 degrees, Columbia at 33.2. And these were the coldest ones that I saw in our immediate area. And again, a lot of spots 33, 34, 35 degrees. I believe there were other spots. Let me check ULM real quick, which is on the same thing. I just didn't put it on. ULM was at 36.8 this morning. Colfax at 35 flat. Dubach at 35.6, Sicily Island 35.8, Jonesville at 38.3. So, again, some pretty chilly spots to start the day, and those just trying to add as many numbers to that as possible. Temperatures at midday are right at 60 degrees or in the low end of the 60s. Jerry, yes, it is a very, very nice day, and good late morning to you. 62 in Bastrop, 64 in Camden, so some spots are warming pretty quickly, and the winds are picking up a little bit. In some areas, they're still out of the south, and in some spots, they're still kind of out of the east-northeast. But generally in the 2 to 5 mile an hour range, but a little bit higher than they were this morning. Overnight lows tonight generally fall back into the low 40s. It's not out of the realm of possibilities, again, in some of the outlying, more rural areas to see the upper end of the 30s. But it really just depends on location. The lack of rainfall will continue to be a topic of conversation as we head through the next several days, because I really don't see any rain chances over the next 10 days at least, outside of maybe some small rain chances this weekend, and those could increase. We can keep our fingers crossed there. But as you look in the western counties and parishes, there are some spots that are running some pretty significant deficits. Along the Mississippi Valley, we're faring a little bit better. The drought monitor, which is updated once a week, and this is the same one from last Thursday. So if you saw it, or if you've seen it on one of the other streams, it hasn't changed. But it's there. And a look at the rainfall forecast over the next 7 days. It's a big goose egg for most of us. And again, it does throw out some slightly measurable rainfall in the next 7 days farther eastward. But again, nothing to get overly excited about. Visible satellite this afternoon, or this late morning, shows nothing. And sun-filled skies expected today, tomorrow, Wednesday. Could see the clouds start sneaking back in on Thursday. We'll talk about that in a minute. Jan, it is a beautiful, cool day. And again, those outdoor conditions are optimal over the next couple of afternoons. Radar Products is always made possible by Brown's Roofing. You can schedule your free roof inspection at brownsroofingla.com. Just had those guys out last week checking us out. We had a little bit of a leak, and they got us squared away. So again, they'll shoot you straight. Go visit them, and you want to plan that stuff when the weather's good. Don't wait till the weather's bad. Again, radar does not show a lick of nothing. That's not even a double negative, so grammatically that's correct. Check the Futurecast made possible by Bayou Power Sports, I-20 Frontage Road in Monroe. Hunting season well underway, and the holiday season is quickly approaching. Go see them today for your used side-by-sides, ATVs. Clouds could roll back in Wednesday morning, and that could also bring some fog back in across the area. Now, the River Valley fog is going to be a possibility over the next couple of mornings. Areas like Natchez and up the Mississippi Valley, and maybe even in through the Ouachita Valley as well. There could be some patches here or there during the next few mornings. Could be a little bit more concentrated on Wednesday. We'll keep an eye on that, but skies generally clear out again for Wednesday afternoon. As I mentioned, clouds kind of trickle back in as we go through the day Thursday, but no rainfall, and then the clouds really start gathering ahead of a series of fronts. The first one moves through on Friday, doesn't really make that big of a difference, and then there will be another one late Saturday, Sunday, that early parts of next week we start to really feel the impacts of. Afternoon highs today right at 70, upper 60s for some, but plenty of sunshine. Obviously, temperatures are rebounding from where they've been, and I just knocked over Bob Ross. He's relocated for right now until I get all the desk stuff figured out. Overnight lows tonight will fall back into the low to mid 40s. Clear skies, winds will stay light out of the northeast. I would expect winds to become calm through the overnight hours. And a look at the 7-day forecast again, trending above normal, especially for the second half of the week. Some areas could hit 80 as early as maybe Wednesday. Most of us will be at least close to 80 by Thursday and into Friday. Again, that weak front Friday could bring some small rain chances and a little bit of a dip temperature-wise, but then that Saturday night, Sunday cold front knocks us to near 70 on Sunday. I actually have a lot of spots in the low 60s early parts of next week. So there will be a return to this seasonal trend, but we just got to get there first, and it's going to take a little bit of time. So that's a look at the forecast. Again, there's not a whole lot happening, so not a lot of no reason to really spend a lot of time, being over elaborate with the forecast, because there's just not a whole lot happening in our immediate area. In the short term, of course, make sure you download the Digital Weather Desk app. It's available for Apple and Android devices. Customize the alerts as you need them. Scroll through them and decide which ones you want, which ones you don't. And, of course, the forecast is always available at digitalweatherdesk.com if you so choose. Of course, I'll join you later today, hopefully, as long as I can get my desk put back together in short order. I'm perhaps overly confident. That's not a good thing in my world. When I'm overly confident about achieving something, I usually end up making it more difficult than it needs to be. So fingers crossed. We'll see what happens. Aside from that, again, I'll join you later this evening. Hey, Eddie. Hello. If you missed this evening's forecast, of course, I'll be back with you first thing tomorrow morning. And, of course, this forecast is available for you at your leisure. So if you missed it live, of course, it's here whenever you need it. Thanks so much for stopping by the Digital Weather Desk, powered by Century Next Bank. And, as always, I'm glad you're here. Enjoy the rest of your Monday, everybody.